The finest Israeli small arm ever made. The classic Israeli Galil. Not that I don't have high hopes for the Ace. In fact, I owned one for about a week until they were all recalled, but the classics are proven and just work very well. They have a selector like an AR-15 M16 on the left side of the gun, and you can operate the dust cover safety just like you would an AK if you're dead set on that manual of arms. You can also use your pointer finger to kick the magazine out, and magazines rock in just like on an AK pattern rifle. The charging handle extends to the right of the gun but is upswept, so you can operate it with your left hand if you choose to. The gun is also fitted with a bipod when in the ARM configuration. This example would be more akin to a light machine gun version of the Galil. The bipod also can be used to cut wire, and the retainer can be used to open bottles. The sights were actually moved to the rear and the gun is aperture sighted. It is also equipped with folding tritium night sights and adjustments for 300 and 500 meters. There is a front folding night sight and a hooded front post as well. Of course, they also have a carry handle to make lugging the ARM around a little easier. Shooting the Galil ARM is quite pleasant. The trigger is pretty decent for a military rifle, and it makes transitioning to targets quite nice with the rear aperture sight. The gun has a low recoil impulse owing part to its heavy weight, but that's alright, I suppose. Making offhand shots at 100 meters is very easy, and I will just let the gun do the talking here. The rifle's bipod makes shooting it from a prone position very nice, and all in all it's a very well constructed bipod. While it lacks some adjustment, it's pretty decent and nice that it folds into the gun and stows easily. Shooting the Galil off of a rest is not difficult at all either, and here I am using the bed of a Polaris Ranger to make shots at about 110 meters or so. Now it's time to take it back to 300, so let's go ahead and throw it in the back and get to it. The gun at 300 meters performs very well. I landed almost all the shots on a 12-inch diameter plate, and shooting the gun at this distance with the sights, in combination with the low recoil and the trigger, make it a joy to shoot. To be honest, I have very high hopes for the Galil Ace. While I did not get to shoot mine in pistol form, I cannot wait for the rifle version comes out so I can compare it and contrast it against the old classic Galil. Now, I did shoot a 5-shot group as well, and it came out very, very surprisingly well. It was about 4 or 5 inches at 300 meters, and I could not be happier with that, really. Well, maybe a little happier, but this'll work. So the Galil is my favorite Israeli small arm. I really like the Uzi as well, but there's just something about this gun, and you can see that the Israelis took an existing firearm, improved the hell out of it, and gave the world a fantastic rifle that has been adopted and license produced in many nations.